they put books there, or do you want it next to you? Thank you. So, welcome, dear devotees, for our Sunday feast. My first request is kind of like the boring request I always make. Harshadani Mata is very intelligent. She knows. Everybody, please come forward because more devotees will come later, and then so there's space for them. Okay? Please come forward as much as you can, and it also creates a more kind of inviting speaker. This is like musical chairs. Okay, great. This is nice. So it's a great pleasure to welcome His Grace Subha Prabhu from India. Prabhuji has, sorry for the background noise, that's the pujaris at the altar. Prabhuji has a website that you can see a lot of information. It's a beautifully designed website, and it talks a little bit about Prabhuji and the courses that he's been giving, and the books, etc., corporate outreach, etc. So I'll just speak quickly so that we can have maximum amount of time hearing from Prabhuji. So today I think it's going to be on your new book, Prabhu, is that yes, correct? Yes. Naam, Ramayana? Okay. So just very quickly, so Prabhuji resides in India. He's a disciple of His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, who's a disciple of His Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. So Prabhuji officially, in the worldly sense, has a degree as an engineer and also as a lawyer, and also has a PhD, and the PhD thesis was on Ramayana itself. So obviously very talented in the educational and scholarly world. So Prabhuji spent 11 years as a brahmachari, and then subsequently, inspired by the love and affection he received of devotees in the community in India, he and his intellectual power, he delved into the Shastras very carefully and thoughtfully, with the primary motive to how to make Shastra relevant to different audiences, whether it's students, educators, the business world, devotees. So trying to be very specific for the needs of that audience. And as a result, he's written over 60 books. I think it's something like, was it like 6,000 lectures, seminars given to various universities and corporates. So I don't know where you're finding the time, but I guess time is slowing down for your services. So Prabhuji is going to speak about Ramayana today, and this evening at 5:30 we have a program at Shilpa Mataji and Ashutosh Prabhu's home, and tomorrow we have a program at the home of Krishna Kesha Prabhu and Rukmini Priti Mataji as well. So we'll most likely, Aarti will start at 12:30, but because we're having a late start here, Prabhuji will potentially keep going a little bit longer after that, and he would definitely want to entertain questions that you all have for him. Okay? So let's kindly welcome. Prabhuji just came this morning from Seattle, where he had many big programs, and so let's loudly welcome him to ISKCON Portland, ISKCON Hillsborough with a loud and sincere Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Thank you very much, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare. Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yeah, we could do that. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Om Agyantimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Damayam Dadati Swadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utaha Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sujivam Sadvaitam Savadotam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishaka Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Vrishabhanu Shute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarobhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. It's such a pleasure and honor to be amidst all of you all here at ISKCON Portland, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity to serve all of you all here. Thank you, Prabhu. How many of you all here have heard of Naam Ramayana? Put up your hands. Have you ever heard Naam Ramayana? Okay, just 2-3 of you all. Very good. I'm going to introduce you all to something very, very interesting and something that is will become a very dear part of your lives. Naam Ramayana is a very ancient poem written by a saint named Lakshmanacharya, and he's a Shiva Vaishnava saint, and he wrote the entire Ramayana in 108 verses. Oops. So he wrote the entire Ramayana in 108 verses. The way Naam Ramayana is written is every sentence in the Naam Ramayana is actually referring to one name of Ram. That's why it's called Naam Ramayana. But it's not just one name of Ram. In that one name of Ram is an entire story of Ramayana embedded. So in 108 names of Ram, there is the entire Ramayana narration. That's the way Naam Ramayana is. So what I'm going to do today with all of you is, I'm going to pick up a few of these names of Lord Ram. And from the names of Ram, I'm going to help you all decode the story connected to it, But more importantly, I'm going to help you all understand a meditation that you can have on a personal level. We all have heard that when we chant the holy name of the Lord, from Nama comes Rupa, Guna and Leela. This is a demonstration of that. I'm going to be just taking names of Ram, and along with, as we take the names of Ram, we will be seeing a beautiful form of Ram. I'm going to be displaying images here. And as we see, we're chanting the name of Ram and seeing the form of Ram, we are going to be hearing the Guna, the story, the qualities of Ram, and a Leela, a story connected to that name of Ram. So that way, we are just going to be doing Namasmaran for the next whatever amount of time we have. And through these amazing stories and through these amazing meditations, you will experience Naam Ramayana. So I'm going to repeat, I'm going to chant. Pardon? Okay. I don't know how that's to be done. Anyway, I think it's okay, it doesn't matter. Anyone knows how to figure it out? Huh?
3 dots.
I can't.
And then
Okay. Shuddha Brahma Parat Pararam. So this is the first name that is there in the Naam Ramayana. This name talks about a very beautiful story. When Valmiki Muni met his guru Narad Muni, Valmiki went to Narada and he asked him, who is that person who has 24 qualities in completeness? So Valmiki had a list of 24 qualities that he wanted to see in one person. And these 24 qualities are considered to be very, very powerful traits of someone who is a complete man. Obviously now, most heroes of today that you see, they have one of these 24 traits. And we celebrate them, we worship them literally, and we admire them so much. Just because they have one of these traits in completeness, or rather even in partiality. But Valmiki didn't want someone who had one of these. He didn't even want someone who had some of these. He wanted someone who had all of these. And he did not want to compromise on that. So he asked his guru Narad Muni, who is that person who has all these qualities in completeness? Tell me about that person. And then Narad Muni took the name of Ram. And Narad Muni went on to describe the Ramayana to Valmiki. And through the description of Ramayana, Narad Muni actually spoke about all the qualities that Ram had in him. All the 24 qualities. From this story and from this name, we can all meditate on one very powerful thing. Let us start looking for someone who is complete to associate with. So this word Shuddha Brahma Parat Pararam, it refers to that Ram who is complete and perfect. We are in this world where there are so many people who are very imperfect. And when we are surrounded by a society of imperfect people, obviously you don't expect perfection anywhere. But Valmiki was not interested in compromising. So when we are meditating on this particular name of Ram, let us try to remember the thought that Ram is complete. The word Rama, it's a powerful word. It's a very small word. But in that little word, there is the whole world in it. And that is the kind of Ram that we are all worshipping. Sheshatalpa Sukha Nidrita Ram. Shesha refers to Ananta Shesh, Adi Shesh, Shesh Nag, the snake bed of the Lord. And the Lord, He has a very special bed, unlike all of us. The beds in which we sleep are not exactly the most comfortable beds, isn't it? If you sleep on your bed for 10 hours or 12 hours, 20 hours, you'll start having backache, you'll start having bed sores. You'll have so many issues, isn't it? So even if you want to sleep all the time, how long can you sleep? Because the bed only is not comfortable enough. In today's world, there are so many types of beds that are available in the market. In Germany, there is a bed which is one of the most advanced beds. If you are waking up in the afternoon and you want to experience sunrise, you can experience from that bed. Creates an illusion of sunrise. So people are experimenting with a lot of different types of beds. But Lord Ram, He has the most unique bed. And I'm going to describe to you how the bed is so special. The reason we have back problems and the reason we have back sores, sleeping on the bed for a long period of time, is because there is no air circulation below, right? Have you ever wondered how does Vishnu sleep on his bed for eternity and doesn't have a back issue? Because this is the type of bed he sleeps on. It's a unique bed called snake bed. And this bed has it's breathable. So, snakes expand and contract, right? When they're breathing. So when the snake is breathing, it creates an air gap between the back of the Lord and the snake bed. And in that gap, there is air circulation. So there's a beautiful experience that the Lord has. And there's another very important feature of this bed. The very important feature of this bed is that, when mothers put babies to sleep, one of the things they do to make the child sleep faster is they blow into the eye of the child. They blow air. When they blow air into the eyes of the child flutter and the child goes to sleep. Ananta Shesh, with his 1,000 mouths, is blowing air into the eyes of the Lord and he's making the Lord sleep nicely. Imagine what a bed this is, isn't it? Absolutely pleasure. And that's why this whole thing is Shesha Talpa Sukha Nidritaram. The mood of Shesha, the mood of Lakshman, is to give pleasure and peace to the Lord. One time, Lord Ram was standing next to Hanumanji and Lakshman. And he looks at Hanumanji and tells him, I love you twice as much as Lakshman. And then he looked at Lakshman and he asked him, did you feel bad about it? Imagine it, huh? So Ram is looking at Hanuman and telling Hanuman, I love you twice as much as Lakshman. And then he's asking Lakshman, do you feel bad that I told Hanuman that I love him twice as much as you? Lakshman said, my dear Lord, what you said is perfect. So Ram asked, what do you mean? He said, I have lived with you all for 25 years and I have served Mother Sita for 25 years. After serving Mother Sita for 25 years, I could not win her trust. She doubted my character. She doubted me. But Hanuman only met her for 25 minutes and she completely trusted him. So therefore he is twice better than me. And then Lakshman said one more thing. Lakshman said, as Sheshanag, I am carrying you on my back, isn't it? That's what this verse is about. I'm carrying. But Hanuman is so great, he carries both you and me on his back. Therefore, he is twice better than me. Yeah. Ram turned towards Hanuman and he asks him, what do you think about what I said? Hanuman said, my dear Lord, whatever you said is right, but it only proves that you love Lakshman more than me. Ram said, how? I said I love you twice as much as Lakshman. Hanuman said, usually when you tell someone I love you, you say, I love you more than my life, isn't it? But you're saying, I love you twice as much as Lakshman, which means Lakshman is your life. I'm an outsider, but Lakshman is very much a part of you. And because he is so much a part of you, you are using him as a, measurement, aid. Ram was amazed at how these two devotees think, The greatest pleasure for the Lord is when devotees glorify each other, is when devotees appreciate each other, is when devotees find good in each other. And the greatest pain of the Lord is when devotees find faults in each other, when devotees pull each other down. So this verse, Shesha Talpa Sukha Nidrita Ram, Lord Ram is peaceful and goes to sleep when he sees that in the community of devotees there is so much of love and affection. But when he sees that there is so much of negativity and violence and backbiting, he loses his sleep. So if we really want Lord Ram to have a peaceful sleep, it is good that we can communicate with one another, we can love with one another in a nice way. Yeah. Kaushalya Sukha Vardhana Ram. When Vishwamitra Muni comes to Ayodhya and he tells Dasharath Maharaj that I need Ram with me because I have to perform a yajna which is a very powerful yajna, and to perform this yajna I have to take vows of abstinence from anger and silence. And therefore, there are some demons who come and disturb us. Therefore, I want Ram to come with me to help me complete this yajna. So Dasharath Maharaj sends Ram along with Vishwamitra Muni. And Vishwamitra Muni, Ram and Lakshman, they're traveling to the forest. And they travel for many, many hours that day. And they reach, by the end of the day, they reach a particular place in the forest. And then they go to sleep in that place. So now, Ram, Lakshman and Vishwamitra Muni are lying on the forest floor and going to sleep. At that time, Vishwamitra Muni thinks, these are two young boys. They're used to comfort and luxury. They're used to so much of opulence. But they're traveling with me in the forest and sleeping on the forest floor. And therefore, I need to do something to make them comfortable. So Vishwamitra Muni tells him stories in the night. And as they hear stories from Vishwamitra Muni, they go to sleep. The next day morning, Vishwamitra Muni gets up early in the morning before Brahma Muhurta, and he goes and he performs his, tapasya, his sadhana and all that. And after he finishes all his sadhana, he comes back. And he finds Rama and Lakshmana still sleeping. So when he sees Rama and Lakshmana still sleeping, Vishwamitra Muni goes to wake them up. And when he goes to wake them up, he suddenly sees the beauty of the sleeping Ram. And he's stunned seeing the beauty of the sleeping Ram. Obviously, when all of us wake up in the morning, nobody wants to see us because we look very dangerous, isn't it? Early in the morning after waking up. But when the Supreme Lord wakes up in the morning, he looks most beautiful. Therefore, Mangalarti Darshan is considered to be very auspicious. So, Vishwamitra Muni, he is looking at the sleeping Ram. And when he is looking at the sleeping Ram, he remembers Mother Kaushalya. Why does Vishwamitra Muni remember Mother Kaushalya? Because Kaushalya is having this darshan every day. Every day Kaushalya is fortunate enough to see the sleeping Ram. And in his remembrance of Mother Kaushalya, Vishwamitra Muni composes a verse. The very famous verse. Kaushalya supraja Rama purva sandhya pravartate uttishta narshartola kartavyam devamanikam. This is composed by Vishwamitra Muni at this point when he sees the sleeping Ram. And the Acharyas explained that when Vishwamitra Muni started this verse by saying Kaushalya, he got stuck in the word Kaushalya for 1 hour. He didn't say other words at all. He said only Kaushalya for 1 hour. Because so much he was appreciating the greatness of Kaushalya. Vishwamitra Muni is a person who has lived as a sage, a very hardened sage all his life. And because he has lived as a hardened sage all his life, he has lived alone. And sages who are very austere and into all kinds of austere lifestyles, they don't think about other people. They only think about themselves. They are absorbed in their own worlds. Austerity can make you hard-hearted and it can make you selfish. Till this point in time, Vishwamitra Muni never thought about somebody else and never thought about the greatness of somebody else. But for the first time, when he saw the beauty of the sleeping Ram, he began to think about the greatness of Kaushalya. One time, there was a devotee who went to Vedanta Desikar, who is a very exalted Sri Vaishnava saint. And he asked Vedanta Desikar, what is the best time to have darshan of the Lord? Now this happened in Kanchipuram, in Tamil Nadu. Vedanta Desikar looks at the devotee and tells him, if you want to have darshan of Varadaraj and get maximum benefit, go early in the morning for Mangalarti. And this devotee asked Vedanta Desikar, why do you say that? Vedanta Desikar said, something special happens in Mangalarti. He said, all day long Varadaraj is standing in his altar. Usually, in Kanchipuram, Varadaraj is standing in one altar and his wife Perindevi Tayar, she is in another altar. They are a little far away from each other in the same temple. So Vedanta Desikar says, all day Varadaraj is standing in his altar. But when the temple closes, all the doors close and all the pujaris leave, Varadaraj goes to the altar of Perindevi Tayar to sleep. And when Varadaraj goes to the altar of Perindevi Tayar to sleep, he sleeps in the arms of Perindevi Tayar. He sleeps in the arms of Lakshmi Devi. So Lakshmi Devi keeps her arm like this, and the Lord sleeps on her arms. And next day, when it's time for Mangalarti and all the devotees come, Varadaraj gets up and goes back to his altar. And at that time, when you have darshan of Varadaraj, Varadaraj is feeling very embarrassed. You know why? He's just come from there, and because he slept all night in the arms of Lakshmi Devi, the bangles of Lakshmi Devi make marks on the neck of Varadaraj. And Varadaraj is very conscious of those marks. And he is looking at all the devotees saying, have you all seen this? If you have seen, don't go and tell anybody else. Whatever boon you want, you ask, I'll give you. But this is our secret. So Vedanta Desikar says, if you want to get the favor of the Lord, that's the time to go. Mangalarti. And so this whole mood of experiencing Ram early in the morning is what this verse is about. Kaushalya Sukhavardhana Ram. This refers to that Ram who gives pleasure to his devotees simply by sleeping and getting up. The experience of Mangalarti, the experience of the early morning darshan of the Lord is what this is about. Sukhavardhana Ram. Sukhavardhana Ram means he enhances the pleasure of the heart of the devotees. Devotees don't need great things to experience pleasure. They just need small things. And here, something as small as just coming and having darshan of the Lord for Mangalarti, you have no idea how blissful an experience it is. Unless you actually experience it. And I'm sure for all those of you who have come for Mangalarti and experienced Mangalarti in a dham or in some temple, you'll understand what I'm talking about. This is the form of the Lord that is enhancing the pleasure. Kaushikamaka Samrakshakaram. So when Vishwamitra Muni asked Ram to come with him to the forest, Ram and Lakshman come along with him to this place known as Siddhashram. So Siddhashram is the place where Vishwamitra Muni resides, and that's the place where he is going to perform his yajna. And this yajna is a 7-day long yajna. Vishwamitra Muni tells Ram and Lakshman that I'm going to start doing this yajna now, and this yajna is for the welfare of the world. Vishwamitra's name, Vishwamitra, means he's a friend of the world. So whatever he does is for benefiting the whole world. So Vishwamitra Muni tells Ram that I'm going to start this yajna. It is going to continue for 7 days continuously. And in these 7 days, I have to take 2 vows. First, I have to take a vow of silence. Second, I have to take a vow of abstinence from anger. I cannot get angry under any circumstances. So Vishwamitra Muni tells Ram, the moment I take these vows and I start the yajna, there are some demons headed by Marich and Subha who come and try to destroy the yajna. So Vishwamitra Muni tells Ram, I want you to protect this yajna from these demons. And Vishwamitra Muni tells Ram and Lakshman, be alert. Any time these demons can come. So Vishwamitra Muni tells like this, and he starts the yajna. He takes his vows and the yajna begins. 6 days pass and Vishwamitra Muni's yajna is going very intensely. It is explained, Ram and Lakshman were protecting the yajna of Vishwamitra Muni just like the eyelids protect the eyeball. We have 2 eyelids, right? And inside there is an eyeball, isn't it? The 2 eyelids represent Ram and Lakshman. And Acharya has explained that the way eyelids are protecting the eyeballs, similarly Ram Lakshman are protecting the yajna of Vishwamitra Muni, which means Lakshman was in one place. Ram was going around, coming back. Going around, coming back. You see the lower eyelid remains in one place. The upper eyelid goes up and comes down. Goes up and comes down. So similarly Lakshman was in one place stationary and Ram was going around all over and then coming back and touching Lakshman and then he would go back. So like this, Ram and Lakshman protected the Vishwamitra Muni's yajna for 6 continuous days. The 7th day came and the yajna was going to get over today. And Ram and Lakshmana were thinking, what is this? Nothing happened only. Vishwamitra Muni was performing, was going to pour the last oblations into the fire. Once Vishwamitra Muni pours the last oblations into the fire, yajna is over technically. Successful. Rama and Lakshmana thinking, what is this? Why did he call us? If nothing really happened. Mari, Subhahu and all these demons, nobody came. And in that few moments, when Rama and Lakshmana were thinking that nothing happened, suddenly they hear a huge sound. When you are closest to success, sometimes you become laxed. And that is when you make the biggest mistakes of life. You lose your alertness. So, Ram Lakshman immediately became alert. And Marich and Subhahu, they started throwing all kinds of dirty things into the fire, into the Yajna Kund. They were throwing blood and pus and mucus and all kinds of meat and so many dirty things they were throwing into the fire. Ram and Lakshman immediately, they got into action. Ram created a canopy of arrows above the Yajna Kund. Not even one drop of that dirty substances could fall into the Yajna Kund. Marish and Subha were getting really frustrated, seeing that they could not throw anything dirty into the Yajna Kund. At that time, Marish, Subha and all their demons, they decided to come down to the ground and attack from ground. As Marish, Subha and all the demons were coming to the ground, they were not able to touch the floor of the Yajna area. Why? Because the sages were chanting such powerful mantras that the mantras were not allowing the demons to touch the floor. So the demons were floating in the air and they were getting really frustrated. And they decided, because the mantras are so powerful, we have to do something to counter the mantras. So mantras are positive vibrations, right? So they said, if we have to counter the mantras, we have to give negative vibrations. And they started giving bad words. So from below, mantras, pure mantras were being chanted. And from above, bad words were being chanted. And both of them clashed with each other. The positive vibrations and the negative vibrations. And the positive vibrations won. Marit, Subhahu and all the demons, they just could not come on the ground. And suddenly, they got really angry and started attacking Ram and Lakshman. And of course, Ram and Lakshman destroy all of them. But I'm going to stop here and analyze this whole yajna from our point of view. And what is this Kaushikamaka Samrakshaka Ram? Who is Samrakshaka Ram? What is this concept of Samrakshaka Ram is what we're going to be discussing now. Basically, the yajna, the fire, represents the human mind. All of us, we have a mind into which different things are being poured. The sages, the good devotees, good people are pouring good advice into our mind. When you come for lectures like this, you hear nice things, right? And then the moment you open Instagram, all dirty things get poured into the mind. So there are demons who are trying to pour. So the demons are trying to pour dirty things into the mind, and the devotees are trying to pour good things into the mind. Now when the demons are trying to pour dirty things into the mind, we need someone like Ram, who represents our intelligence, to stop the dirty things from entering into our mind and allow the positive things to enter into our mind. Ram represents our intelligence, who has the ability to discern good from the bad. Samrakshaka Ram refers to that Ram that protects our mind from obnoxious things, protects our mind from dirty things, protects our mind from demonic thoughts and belief systems and mindsets. Vishwamitra Muni, he could have easily killed the demons, but he couldn't because he had to take vow of abstinence from anger. And therefore, he went and called Ram with him. We all are struggling against a lot of negative vibrations in our life. There are a lot of negative people in our lives who are trying to destroy our lives by pouring in so much of negativity into our minds, by pouring in so much of negative thoughts into our minds. And that's the time we need some Rakshaka Ram. We need this Ram who is specifically come here to protect Vishwamitra Muni's yajna, who specifically come here to protect the mind from receiving negative thoughts. So if you all are struggling with negative thoughts, you're struggling with people who are filling your minds with negative thoughts, pray to this Ram. And this Ram will surely protect you from such negative thoughts and vibrations. I'll do one more and we'll stop here. Shrimad Ahalyo Dharaka Ram. This word, Shrimad, is a very interesting word. Ahalya has been cursed by Gautam Rishi to become a stone. After she is cursed to become a stone, why is she being called Shrimad here? If you are cursed to become a stone, are you fortunate or are you unfortunate? Obviously you are unfortunate, isn't it? When Vibhishan was kicked out of Lanka, when Ravan kicked Vibhishan on his chest, Vibhishan had to leave Lanka immediately. It's like, the pink slip that comes sometimes, The moment you get the pink slip, you lose your job instantly. Vibhishan had to lose his family, he lost his money, he lost his position, he lost his house, he lost he lost everything in one instance. And Vibhishan, at that point in time when he was leaving Lanka, Valmiki Muni calls Vibhishan as Shriman. What is the meaning of the word Shriman? Here, Shrimad. These two words simply means the one who is blessed by Shri. Shri is Lakshmi Devi. How can these people be called Shri, who are blessed by Shri? The reason is because when they go through such a misfortune in their life, that's when they receive Ram in their life. A lot of us, we are not so fortunate that we have Ram in our lives, right? And here, Ahalya, when she became a stone, she was intensely meditating on Lord Ram. And finally, Lord Ram comes along with Vishwamitra Muni there. And the moment he puts his feet on the stone turns, transforms into a woman, and Ahalya gets back her life. At that time, Ahalya makes a small prayer to Lord Ram. And that's the Ram that we're talking about. Ahalyo Dharaka Ram. Ahalya prays to Lord Ram. She says, my dear Lord, in my life, I've made some wrong choices. I've made some wrong choices. And the reason I made some wrong choices is because I got attracted to the wrong things, and the wrong people in my life. And now that you have delivered me, I want you to give me the strength to say no to temptations. All of us in our lives, we will all go through temptations in our life. There will always be some temptation or other. And we need the strength to say no to those temptations. And this is the Ram that we're talking about. Ahalyo Dharaka Ram. Ahalyo Dharaka Ram is that Ram that gives you the ability to say no. Why was Ahalya made into a stone? Why did Gautam Rishi curse Ahalya to become a stone specifically? Because stones are things that nobody pays attention to. Have you ever paid attention to one particular stone a lot? Have you looked at a stone and think, wow, what a stone this is, you know? Have you ever seen a stone so deeply? You don't care for a stone, whether it exists or doesn't exist. So sometimes people who are very much used to attention seeking, they sometimes should become a stone, which nobody looks at. So Gautam Rishi just cursed Ahalya to become a stone because for some time she should have a space where nobody is paying attention to her. So that time she can contemplate and focus on what is important for her. Today is a world of attention seeking, isn't it? People are so obsessed about people looking at them, paying attention to them. The whole social media is just that, you know. Whatever you do, you put it up there, wait for people's attention. In a world which is filled with attention seeking people, this Ahalyo Dharaka Ram is a very powerful presence. Ahalyo Dharaka Ram is that Ram that helps us say no to temptations in life. So if any of you are struggling with over attention, if you are struggling with need for too much attention, if you're struggling with not being able to say no to temptations, this is the Ram to take shelter of. This book is simply a series of such meditations. There are 108 such meditations in this book. I shared with you all just 2 or 3 of these meditations. But if you all want to actually absorb yourself in all these 108 meditations, you are most welcome to dive deep into this book. In fact, in January, from the new year, I'm doing a 11-session course on Naam Ramayana, where I'm going to do the entire Naam Ramayana, all the 108 verses like this, you know, in over a period of 11 weeks. It'll be both online and offline. I'll be doing it in Bombay, but it'll also be, live on Zoom. So if you are, if any of you all want to be a part of that, and also if any of you all want to stay connected with me in, getting updates of my latest books and getting updates of some of the courses that I do online, etc. This is a QR code which you can scan. It's a Telegram group where I post regularly videos and online lectures, etc. for the benefit of everyone in the community. In addition to that, I also take weekly Bhagavatam classes called Applied Bhagavatam, where I'm teaching the entire Bhagavatam in a way that you can apply in your life. So it's a very simple but a very, very powerful way of studying the entire Bhagavatam. So all the recordings of the Applied Bhagavatam will also be available on this Telegram group. So if anybody would like to be connected and get access to all these courses, you're most welcome to be a part of this. At this point, I'll stop here. If there's any quick questions or comments, we can take up. Anybody has any quick questions or comments, please?
If anybody has a question, we'll bring the mic towards you.
Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you for the class. So I have like one small question. So since like it's on the yagya of Vishwamitra, so like since the demons like polluted the sacrifice, Vishwamitra Muni couldn't speak, cursed them because he had taken a vow of silence. But after the yagna was incomplete, couldn't he have cursed them?
After the
yagna was incomplete.
After that, what's the point in cursing?
So like he could do the yagna again so that they won't interfere.
No, see, these demons are not going to stay there for him to curse. They will do whatever they want to do and they'll leave.
Oh.
They are not going to hang around there waiting for him to curse them, Okay.
Thank you.
Anything else? Any other questions? Yes.
Thank you for the lecture. I just wanted to say it's just so amazing how there's so much background in just the simple name, and going back to the beginning of it, the the notion of associating with someone who's complete and finding so much in just the name itself. And yeah, you've brought a new lens into my life, so I can focus on the name in a new light. So yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Anything else? Yes, there's a question on the back.
Great lecture. I listen to this 100 names quite often. It's one of my favorites. So I just wanted to know which of these 100 names are which one is your favorite and why?
Which is my favorite?
Yeah, I know they are from different skandhas of throughout
Different
the
kind,
Valmiki Ramayana, and they kind of symbolize 5 names from Sundarkand and all of that.
Yeah.
So I have some favorites. I wanted to know what was your
I love Kaushalya Sukhavardhana Ram.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Anything else? Any other questions? Okay. Thank you very much. Very happy and grateful to be amidst all of you all here. And such a honor and pleasure to serve all of you all. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Just thank you very much, Prabhuji. So, just as, stay here. There are books. Prabhuji's written 60 books. So some representative books are here, and you can take and receive blessings from Prabhuji so that you can read it in the right mood. So please take advantage of that. You can do that after we're done with Aarti announcements. His Grace Shri Vilas Prabhu ki jai. Thy Gaur Premanandi Hari Hari. Please go ahead and stand and put the mats away, and then we can have kirtan.
Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Nitya Sacinandana Bhagavan ki. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namo Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Nam Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatadesvatarine Namaste. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Haribo. Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Gaur Hare Hare Bol. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Haribol, Haribol, Haribol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gora Haribol, 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 Haribol. Nitai Gora Haribol, 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 Haribol. Nitai Gora Haribol, 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 Haribol. Nitai Gora Haribol, 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 Haribol. Nita Satinandana Gora Hare, Nita Satinandana Gora Hare. Gora 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 Hare, Nita Satinandana Gora Hare, Gora Gora. Gora 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 Hare, Nita Satinandana Gora Hare. Gora 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 Hare, Nita Satinandana Gora Hare. नित्य सचिनंदन गौर हरे नित्य सचिनंदन गौर हरे जय नित्य सचिनंदन गौर हरे नित्य सचिनंदन गौर निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल जय श्री श्री निताय सचिनंदन भगवान के जय जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर सदस्य श्रीमद अभय चरणारविंद भक्त वेदांत स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की जय नित्य प्रश्न जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर सदस्य श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत श्री ठाकुर गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की जय गुरु परंपरा की जय षडगोस्वामी प्रभुगण की जय प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्रद्वैत गदाधर से गौर भक्त वृंद की जय भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव भक्त वृंद की जय श्री श्री निताय सचिनंदन भगवान की जय शुभ मध्याह्न आरती की जय मध्याह्न आरती ने जगदानकारी गौर भक्त वृंद की जय श्री श्री नरसिंह भगवान प्रहलाद महाराज की जय श्री श्री राधा श्याम सुंदर की जय श्री श्री राधा माधव अष्टसिक वृंद की जय पंचतत्व की जय जगन्नाथ बलभद्र सुभद्रा महारानी की जय चक्र सुर संजीव की जय नीलाचल धाम की जय वृंदावन मत्र द्वारिका धाम की जय मायापुर नवद्वीप धाम की जय समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय इसकन समस्त आचार्य गुरु वृंद की जय निताय गौर सीतनाथ प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल ऑल ग्लोरी टू द हरे कृष्ण ऑल ग्लोरी टू द हरे कृष्ण ऑल ग्लोरी टू गुरेंड गौरंगो ऑल ग्लोरी टू प्रभुपाद के जय
Namaste Narasringhaya. Namaste Narasringhaya. Prahlad Ladayine. Prahlad Prahlad Ladayine. Hiranyakashipurvaksha. Hiranyakashipurvaksha. Shilatankanakalaye. Shilatankanakalaye. Ito nisringo parato nisringo. Ito nisringo parato nisringo. Yato yato yamitato nisringo. Yato yato yamitato nisringo. Bahe nisringo, hridaye nisringo. Bahe nisringo, hridaye nisringo. Bahe nisringo, hridaye nisringo. Bahe nisringo, hridaye. Narasingamadim charanam prapadye. Narasingamadim charanam prapadye. Tavakara kamala bahe nakama bhuta sringa. Dalita hiranya kashipu tanabrenga. Keshavadrita narahari rupa. Jai Jagadish Hare, Jai Jagadish Hare, Jai Jagadish Hare. Tavakara Kamala Bare Nakama Bhuta Singha Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanabrenga Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jai Prabhupada 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 Nitya Gaura Haribo 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 Gaura Haribo Nitya Gaura Haribo 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 Gaur Haribo Nrsimha Bhagavan ki jai, Prahlad Maharaj ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Govardhan Dari Prabhu, for a heartfelt kirtan, and Ramayana Prabhu as well. So, Manchakalpa Trivyascha Kripo Sindhubi Vacha Patitanam Pavnabhyo Ashmair Namo Namaha. Shri Shanatai Sachinandan Dev ki jai. Shri Prahlad Maharaj Lord Nrsimha Dev Lakshmi Nrsimha Dev Bhagwan ki jai. Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Dai Gaur Premanandi Hari Hari Prabhu. Thank you all for joining us for our Sunday feast. How are you all doing? Good. Very good. Nice to see you back. Hare Krishna. Anyone here for the very first time? Yes. Can you introduce yourselves? Like, what's your name, where are you from, and what brought you here? Ah. Okay, that's fair enough. And you're accompanied by? That's your wife? Neha. Okay. Is this did you just come from India right now, or you've been?
I've been here for 10 years.
Okay. Okay. So you're from Hillsborough via Nasik. Welcome. Let's welcome them with a loud Haribol. Haribol, Haribol, Haribol. Thank you very much for coming. Anyone else here for the very first time? You're being pointed to. You can. If you're feeling shy, then that's fine. What's your name?
My name's
Taylor. Taylor. Nice to meet you. And it looks like you came with Vedavati. Why saw you bring her in? Oh, I see you. So Tejas Prabhu is from Taylor Mataji from Salem. I Okay, let's welcome Taylor Mataji and Tejas Prabhu with a loud Hari Bo. Hello, Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Anyone else here for the very first time? You're here for the first time? What about your parents then? They're here for the first time too? Okay, children will lead and adults will follow. Okay, so since you raised your hand first, tell me your name and the names of your parents. What's her name? Okay, where are you from? Nepal. Okay, we do have a few devotees from Nepal as well. Anyone else here from Nepal? Okay, do you know each other? Okay, there's a couple other devotee couples, but I don't see them here today, but welcome. And are you here for the first time too? And what's your names? Ah, I see. I think I saw your mother-in-law here for a little bit today. So you just moved from Nepal to US? Okay. 2.5 years? Do you live in Hillsborough or where do you live? Portland? Okay, North Plains. So not far. Thank you for coming. Let's welcome them all with a loud Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Anyone else? Yes. Can you introduce? Are you here by yourself? No, with my wife. Okay. Can you introduce yourself? Chirag.
Okay. From Bangalore and I've been living in Hillsborough for the last 6 years.
Welcome. What brought you here after?
A few friends suggested.
Okay. I see. Thank you. Thank you. Our best advertisements are the devotees themselves.
She's a neighbor.
Oh, okay. She's a very happy neighbor. Thank you, Mataji, for inviting your friends. Anyone else here for the very first time? Okay. Well, thank you very much for coming to the house of Shri Nitai Satchidananda and Srila Prabhupada. Our approach is very simple: chanting the holy name, hearing of the pastimes of the Lord, and honoring prasadam together. So it's not complicated and it's applicable to everybody, no matter what culture or tradition they come from. So welcome. Okay. Any new birthdays or anniversaries? Gopal? When is that? Today? We pull each other's legs all the time, so I'm not going to say anything. Happy birthday, Mataji. Are you happy? Oh, I've seen you other times. Well, all have a happy, wonderful Krishna conscious birthday. Mother Mataji and her family are very dedicated servants of Shri Nitai Satchidananda. And I pray that Shri Nitai Satchidananda keep you at their lotus feet and give you ever-ending service. Hare Krishna. Yes. Tomorrow, yeah, I was going to announce that. We announced that, and it's also the welcoming of Jagannath at your temple, at your home, and Subha Prabhu is going to have a nice program, and I heard you gave her a nice surprise on Friday. Very nice. Were you surprised, Mataji? Or you had insider information from Anirudh? No? Were you surprised that your sister came? No. Sorry. I know it's your birthday. Yes. Yeah, I heard that you're becoming 9 years old, your dad said, is that right? Yes. Krishna. Can you show the sponsors, etc.? Or is that the next? Okay. Okay. So, Kartika, let's wish her a happy birthday. What day is it? Tomorrow? 19th. Okay. She's looking for her name up there. So let's wish her. Anybody else happy birthday or anniversary? You have anniversary? 19th? Okay. How many? It's 19 years? 25 years. Congratulations. I think I saw Prabhu come in here. Where's? I don't see him right now. Okay. 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 So any other anniversaries? Okay. Well, congratulations on very special days for all of you. Oh, oh yeah, your son's birthday, right? Oh, you want to say a Radha Raman Prabhu?
I want to congratulate Radha Raman Mahari Prabhu on taking Harinam initiation.
Hare Krishna. You look peaceful but happy. Wonderful. We've known you for such a long time, so I know that this is a very important next step for you. But that's okay. Good things take time too. So congratulations. Love to hear about it more later. So Prabhuji took initiation recently, so let's appreciate that with a loud Hari Bol. Oh, Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Anything else? Anyone else? Okay. So important announcements. And we have home program tonight and tomorrow with His Grace Subha Prabhu. And so tonight it's going to be at Shilpa Mataji and Ashutosh Prabhu's home. And it'll be at 5:30 p.m. It's in Bethany, and it's exploring the depths of Ramayana and Mahabharata. So please come and let's hear Ram Katha and Krishna Katha, etc. together. Okay? And then tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. in Camas. I know that sounds like another planet for a lot of you that live in Bethany, but it's nearby Vancouver. So Krishna Keshapu, Rukmani Priti Mataji, and Joshita and Aniruddha are inviting everybody to come, right? One and all. And it's a celebration of both the welcoming of their deities, Jagannathji, and also of Mataji's birthday. So please come. It's at 6:30 p.m. So, since tomorrow's a working day, factor in the traffic time in your drive time because that area gets busy around rush hour. Okay? So we have 2 days of association with Prabhuji, and you had a little glimpse of that, of what he's revealing today, and then tonight and tomorrow you can have association as well. Okay. Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for coming. I know you're very busy and doing probably a big yatra across North America. But thank you and Krishna Kesha Prabhu for allowing us to hear you speak on Ram Katha. Very wonderful. Thank you very much. And Prabhuji we showed his website. So if you're interested in more material or more insight, his website's pretty simple. You just type in Prabhuji's name and you'll get to it. And it's very professionally done and very pleasing the way it's designed. Okay? And Prabhuji's books, which are at 60. Do we have all 60 out on the table? Krishna Kesha Prabhu is saying many. So many of those books are on the table right here at the entrance, and you can please take as you desire. Okay? You've been volunteered to sign. Is that okay? Yes. So Prabhuji will be happily signing books that you've obtained. Okay? We always, whenever we go to book distribution, I always encourage the young children and teenagers to take your book. And now, it's in person, so that's really wonderful. And those that are not so immediately inclined to like deep Shastric studying, so they serve a very high purpose. Okay, so next, November 22nd to 24, His Holiness Badrinaran Swami is our GBC. So we'll have, he's wonderful devotee who has been serving Srila Prabhupada for many, many years, from the early 1970s till now, in spite of huge challenges, health-wise, management-wise, etc. Most of us none of us have that position, but it's a pretty heavy responsibility. And it requires a lot of empowerment. And he's received that from Srila Prabhupada. And he's wonderful devotee. And I think you'll have a great time meeting him. Sorry, I brought the mic down. So November 22nd, which is a Friday, we will have a program at Parul Mataji and Dhruva Prabhu's home. Right, Dhruv? Yes? So that's at 6:30 p.m. And then that's next Friday. And on Saturday, the 23rd, we'll have a program at 11:30 a.m. at Vidakta Madhav Prabhu and Kirtida Mataji's home with Maharaj. And then in the evening at 5:30 p.m., we'll have a program at Anil Prabhu and Sweta Mataji's home as well. So there are two programs on Saturday, one on Friday, and then on Sunday, Maharaj will be here for Sunday Feast Lecture at 11:30 a.m. So please come meet him. He's our GBC, and he wants to interact with all of you. And he's very personal. When he came last time, even though it was so difficult to walk, he wanted to walk up the stairs. And I said, Maharaj, do you want to rest? He said, no, I want to see how prasadam distribution is going on and all that. And he's very pleased. So you can speak with him if you have concerns or questions about what we're doing here at Temple. You can give your insight and input to Maharaj as well. Okay, so that's this coming. Kavita, you just got like 1 foot taller. Haribol. Anything else announcement-wise? So today, as we announced, Patabi Ram Prabhu and Amita Mataji, on behalf of Kartika's birthday that's coming up, are sponsoring the Sunday feast. There's no flower sponsors for today, so please kindly sponsor for the pleasure of the Lordships. And then on November 24th, Narayan Prabhu and Meghna Mataji are sponsoring Bhoga and flowers. And then on December 1st, Vikrant Prabhu, Bansi Mataji, and Manvi their daughter, are sponsoring Bhoga sponsorship. And Govardhan Prabhu, I think on the behalf of your son's birthday, right? It's your birthday. Okay, wow. Very nice. So it's Govardhan Dhari Prabhu's birthday on that day. What better way than to garland the Lord with flowers? And then December 8th is Chaitanya Chandra Prabhu and Harsharani Mataji, Jainita Prabhu and Padevali Mataji. Do you guys know something that I don't know what's going on? Double wedding anniversary. Wow. Bhoga and flowers, wonderful. And then December 15th is available. So, please sign up for your own benefit as well. Any other announcements? So Tejas Prabhu is here, and Tejas Prabhu is, I think we'll show the video. So do you want to speak about Sridhar Maharaj? So come. It's a 10-minute video, so we skip that. Is that the idea? Okay, so Tejas Prabhu has had contact with a very wonderful Maharaj. I don't know whether many of you have heard of Sridhar Swami Maharaj. Anybody heard of Sridhar Swami Maharaj? Very, very well-known stalwart disciple of Srila Prabhupada. And Prabhuji had contact with other sannyasis, senior devotees who've had contact with Maharaj. And he was very inspired to distribute some of Maharaj's books. And so, don't be scared, you're fine. You want me to hold that for you?
Sure, I'll just read it out of the mic. Hare Krishna, everyone. My name is Tejas. I came here from ISKCON Juhu. My Shiksha Guru, His Grace Adbhuthari Prabhu, he gave me a task or an opportunity to serve Krishna. And his task was in order to distribute his Maharaj's books, and that is His Holiness Sri Sridhar Swami Maharaj. Sridhar Swami Maharaj was initiated by Srila Prabhupada himself, and a little bit about him. He was born as John in 1984 in Vancouver, Canada, and his quest for spiritual understanding led him in 1969 from engineering school to a Sunday feast at the Frederick Street, San Francisco Krishna Temple. The first person he met at the door was a kind and energetic devotee named Jayananda Dasa. Since it was early in the day, Jayananda named his young guest to vacuum the rug and help in the kitchen. By the end of the evening, John was ready for more. He moved into San Francisco ashram to begin a study of Srila Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita as it is. In 1970, he returned to San Francisco for Ratha Yatra festival and met Srila Prabhupada for the first time. And John was deeply impressed and having completed the required training, was initiated by Srila Prabhupada's Sridhar Das Brahmachari, and that's his journey, so on. So that's a little bit of information about His Holiness Sridhar Swami Maharaj. So today I got a book about his teachings, which echo what's written in Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. And anyone who's interested can get this book for just $1. Yeah. So please, I'll be standing outside, and anyone who's interested can get this book from me. Thank you. I got a bunch of books. You can take all of them if you want.
We can put it in the same table. So it's pretty nice. I mean, I haven't seen this book before, but it has nice headings, just alphabetically: absolute truth, advancement, advertisements, anger, anxiety, association, atheism, attachment, attitude, authority, blessing, body, business. You get the idea. Very kind of practically organized. Maharaj's writings are very insightful. I've read them. And he's deeply appreciated by very advanced devotees as well. His god brothers, as well as Giriraj Swami, wrote the foreword to this book. And Indraduna Maharaj and other Maharajas have deep appreciation for Maharaj's mood and his preaching that went on. He's called the Jolly Swami. That sounds nice. So please partake. How much is the book?
Just $1.
Huh?
Just $1. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Govardhan Dhari Prabhu is a big businessman. What can we get for $1? For you, a little bit more.
I think I got like 20 of them, so.
Anyways, I think the idea is take it and read it.
Yeah, and pass it on to other person after you have read it.
Honor Maharaj's memory. Very sweet, sweet devotee. Thank you.
Thank you.
So Tejas Prabhu will have it out there. There's a video, but because of time, it's a 10-minute video from what I was told, so we don't want to keep you all from prasadam. Do you want to see the video, or do you want to go honor prasadam?
See the video.
Okay. Okay. I think we'll show. Those of you that want to go up and start honoring prasadam, you can go. But the youth are very excited, and I think we'll show the video. Yeah, show the video. You guys have to ask your mom and dad to get you the book, okay?
I was always, even right up to the end, I always felt very nervous in Prabhupada's association because I always...
Hare Krishna, if you're going to talk, then maybe step outside
and,
so that the youth can hear.
When it came time for me to come up and get my beads, Prabhupada said, I walked up to the Vyasa son and offered my obeisances, and as I was starting to offer my obeisances, he said, "So, you are brahmachari?" But I was just so nervous, I didn't know what to do, so I just continued offering my obeisances. And so someone was trying to tell me, Prabhupada's talking to you, Prabhupada's talking to you, but I just kept offering. I wanted to avoid. Because he was like God, to me it was like he's come to save me, and it was a relief of a huge burden. I mean, in the material world I was in such material anxiety, and Prabhupada had relieved my burden, and he was so beautiful, and so I was very shy. But then afterwards it kind of struck me that maybe he's given me a blessing that I'm